Hello, beautiful people. I am back once again in my Kirby drip, my mask and my shirt. I even got the socks on. You want to see? There you go. You can't see them, whatever. Get the idea. First of all, I want to thank you all for count 2,000 views on my defense of Kirby Star Allies. I really want to thank you guys for that. That really means a lot. Got a lot of subscribers from it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, thank you. And I want to thank everyone who joined the live stream. I know at least one subscriber. I forgot his name. I know he had a yellow profile picture, but I want to thank everyone who joined my first live stream. Very successful, way better than any live stream I've ever had on Twitch. That's for sure. So yeah. Now that thanks are out of the way, I suppose I should get into this. Oh, this is okay, so let me explain. This is a musical tier list. So like I'm ranking Kirby games based off how good they are musically, because I honestly think Kirby franchise is one of the most underrated, especially in the music aspect, because you got all these people saying freaking Sonic, and don't get me wrong, Sonic, you got some bangers. What's his face is tripping about that. Obviously Mario, all that stuff got some good soundtracks in their day, but Kirby, literally every single game is a banger soundtrack. You cannot go wrong with the Kirby soundtrack. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna be ranking. The game is based off the soundtrack. All right, so we're gonna start off with Jump Dash. I haven't played every game on here. I think there's like 3 on here I haven't played, including this one and the next one. No, I played Dream Course actually. Never mind. But this one and I think 1 or 2 others I haven't played. I've listened to their soundtrack. So yeah. DDD Drum Dash is a game based on music, so you'd expect it to be SS, but it's based on music, so it's all about rhythm. They're not. I don't think they could have gone too crazy with the music without screwing the gameplay up. So, but hey, we still got Crown version 2. So at the same time, I mean, they did do a pretty good job on it. So I'm gonna put this. We're gonna start off with an S, just because of No, I'm tripping. Let me put an A. Let me suck at it. Just because of Crown version 2. So yeah, we starting off with an A. You'll see there's only SS through C, because no Kirby game in terms of gameplay or music is below a C, especially music, man. I was contemplating where I should even put it on here. I might not even put anything in there to keep it above. Kirby Dream Course, it's peaceful music, man. It's catchy. And especially when you're playing the game, like if you watch Grunt's Dream Course, I'm not sure if they use the original soundtrack, to be honest. I'm not really paying attention that much, but the actual soundtrack for the game is very, very nice, very peaceful. If it's a game you're playing with someone, very, very good time. I won't put this junk on S, huh? Most of these are gonna be S, by the way. It's not. I can't hold back on it. Like this one, dude, it's Kirby's Epic Yarn, bro. It's the most peaceful out of all the Kirby games. Like, come on now. It's just straight peacefulness. Tranquility, eh? It gives you a peace of mind. I'm not sure what's going on with the tier list over there. Kirby's Adventure. Honestly, I had to listen to this one again because I forgot what it was. That if it was even special or not, it is special. So, because there's a lot of bangers in it. Even though it's on the NES, it's got that NES type of vibe to it. So, there's always special. There's always a certain special stuff to that. There's a remake of Kirby's Adventure, so I'm just gonna. I mean, there's nothing new to it. It's just a higher quality soundtrack of it. I'm gonna put it in A just because that's what it is. And this Kirby's Amazing Mirror, and the Amazing Mirror, it has a similar soundtrack to Nightmare in Dreamland. It does remix stuff from Adventure as well, except it does have new music at the same time, and the new music is pretty good. But honestly, overall, not all the music is pretty good, and it does still take music from other games and just revamp it on a still relatively, I'll just say, a relatively weak console. No disrespect to the GBA, I love the GBA. Alright, this one, honestly, not as memorable, to keep it honest with you. Like, it's still great. Still love the music. You know, obviously there's the meme with Skull Gang and stuff, but other than that, it still got some pretty good soundtrack. It doesn't go as hard as some of the other games. So, you know, it ain't no C material, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's anywhere near S. Before I made this tier list, for the longest time, I was thinking Amazing Mirror should go like further down than most other games. But as of recently, and by recently I mean a few minutes ago, I think it belongs in A. Ooh, Superstar Ultra, another remix soundtrack, but it does have new music as well. So like this Superstar, you can't go wrong with Superstar. So you know what I'm saying? Like, they introduced Galactonite. Oh man, how could I not put this in SS? I forgot all the new songs they introduced. The old songs are bangers, don't get me wrong. But the new songs, whew, that's a chef's kiss right there, huh? That's that cherry on top of it all. It goes absolutely hard. DDD's Revenge, Galactonite, all that goes hard. For this one, I'm gonna count the disc that came with it, with all the music on it. I'm gonna count that as part of the 20th anniversary game. So yeah, I mean, just gonna put it in SCD. It's got orchestra, it's got some techno music or something. It goes pretty crazy. Canvas Curse. See, this is a game I haven't played. So I was right, there's 3 games that I haven't played, and this is definitely one of them. So Kirby Canvas Curse. I don't put it in A. I had to think about the soundtrack. I honestly forgot like what was a part of that soundtrack, and I remembered, and it does go pretty hard. So I will put it in A. Kirby Charge 2. The remixes. Okay, so this is part of the age. Like it's part of the modern Kirby age where they just take older songs and remix them. But the remixes, like they have, what is it, like 4 different versions of Factory Inspection? The one from Kirby 64. This has like a 5th one or whatever, and it goes hard. Like they keep coming up with new ways to make the song go hard. It's honestly kind of astonishing. Yeah, the remixes, they do go hard, but then again, they are remixes. We need some original content, you know what I'm saying? Like I know people clown on Kirby for like doing the same thing over and over again, but when they do something original, it's great, and I wish they would do more original stuff because it's always great. Kirby Air Ride. I was streaming this the other day, and someone actually said that I like this music, and I asked him if he was talking about the game he was talking about or Kirby Air Ride. He's talking about Kirby Air Ride, because Kirby Air Ride do go hard. First Kirby game with orchestral music, and they did a phenomenal job, absolutely fantastic job. All the songs are memorable, all of them are great. I don't know what else to say, man. It's a great soundtrack, honestly. That's one of the ones I'd recommend the most out of everything on this list. Is Kirby Air Ride soundtrack, because yeah. Oh, hold up. 64, you gonna have to scoot over, yo. I forgot. Kirby 64. For the longest time was my favorite game in terms of soundtrack. It might be, no, it's not. But in terms of soundtrack, it was. Now it is. Yep, I mentioned it in the video I made about this game, and now we're bringing it back, baby. Kirby Star Allies, #1 in terms of music in Kirby. Cannot recommend it enough. Void Terminus music, the motifs in the game with all the greens, it's in a Void Terminus thing too. It's great. It's absolutely fantastic. I wish more people listen to Kirby music so they could understand. It goes hard. And then you got the peaceful music too. Friggin', what's it called? Earthfall, Planet Earthfall, and Echo's Edge. I think those are the 2. And yeah, and they got remixes too. They got remixes for Morpho Night. They saved, no they didn't. They put mad remixes. No they didn't. No, they put a pretty average amount of remixes throughout the game, but they saved the really good ones for Morpho Night. Otherwise they just put the original song of the game, which it's alright. I mean, you can't go wrong with Kirby music, so it don't really matter if you put the original or not. And then they got that I'm not even gonna go more into it. Just listen to the soundtrack. I mean, you probably wouldn't understand unless you're a Kirby fan, but listen to it anyway. I mean, it goes crazy. I say that, but it's more peaceful and crazy. You know what I mean, though. Kirby Dreamland 2. Kirby Dreamland 2. Ku's theme goes hard. It's the hardest song of the song. Might be one of the hardest songs on here, to be honest. For some reason, I don't know why, but yeah, it is. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty memorable soundtrack, especially for a Game Boy game. Speaking of Game Boy, first Kirby game. The music. Everyone likes to rank this game pretty low on the Kirby scale, probably because it doesn't have the coffee abilities in it yet. But the music, you know, for a Game Boy game, it's the first one in the series. They did pretty damn good. Like from the very first from the very first song to DDD's theme, and DDD's theme is iconic. Like, whew, the whole soundtrack is honestly really great. So, and they're still using like almost all the songs in that game to this day. So that's how you know they did a great job. Anyway, Kirby's Dream Land 3. Just put that up here because the soundtrack in this game is almost as immaculate as the soundtrack in Kirby 64. I mean, honestly, under the whole game, Kirby's Dream Land 3 is underrated. It's a shame more people don't talk about it and more people don't give it the praise. I feel like it deserves. It's the best out of the 3 by far. People always talking about the second in the trilogy of these video games, freaking Sonic, Mario, because it's different, and Kirby Dreamland. I don't know. I feel like 3 is just the better choice. I don't know why people trip about that. Anyway, Kirby's Dream Course. There's a lot of songs in this game, and they always seem to pick a certain few, and it's a shame because from what I've heard from the other songs, they're actually pretty great. And I wish I would hear them during matches, but they only pick like a certain few songs. It's honestly kind of sad. Is it S tier though? Nah, it ain't S tier. I'll put it at the top of A tier though. It's definitely A tier. Kirby Superstar, the OG. Where am I gonna put this? Good question. I'll put it in S tier. Honestly, I mean, it's older. It's an older, but at the same time, some of it does. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna put it right next to Superstar Ultra because some of the songs they just fit better in this game. I don't know why. It just sounds better. It's easier on the ear. It sounds less engine-y because on the mobile consoles, you know what I'm talking about. The sound always sounds crunched and boxed. I don't know what the right word is, but I think those are pretty good words to describe it because that's what it sounds like. Especially on Pokemon. It still sounds good on Pokemon. And most games still sound pretty good in terms of soundtrack on Game Boy Advance, but at the same time, like with this as an example, I feel like it would have sounded a lot better on other consoles. There's a certain charm to the Game Boy Advance sounds and soundtracks and junk like that, but I don't know. I still like I would prefer a cleaner sound to my songs, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, Kirby from Forgotten Land. People are really going crazy over everything in this game. Like honestly, I got a lot of problems with this game. I'll keep it a buck with you. As a Kirby fan, I got more problems with this game than Star Allies, bro. To be honest with you. And most of it doesn't have to do with the game. It honestly doesn't. It has to do with people. Because, you know, people are they just gotta be problems for everyone, including me. But yeah, great soundtrack. Wonderful soundtrack. Not even great, it's wonderful. These. But, I don't know, man. People be overhyping stuff. Like, DDD's theme goes hard, but there are better songs in the game. Of course, I can't think of any right now, but, you know, there are better songs in the game than DDD's theme. So, yeah, I would if you just listen to DDD's new theme, I would go try and look for a different song. I almost guarantee you'll find something you enjoy more. Anyway, here's my favorite Kirby game right here, Return to Dreamland. Where do I put it? I mean, I just said it was my favorite Kirby game. Where else would I put it? Like, come on now. S tier. I'm not even gonna explain myself on this one. Honestly, this is the only one I'm not out of these last few, this is the only one I'm not putting in SS tier. Don't ask me why. You can ask me why, actually. Honestly, I just feel like this soundtrack doesn't go as hard. It's not as memorable. Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason I don't feel like it's SS tier like these last few. No, I'm not gonna tell you to go. I was gonna say go listen to Robobot soundtrack, but no, don't do that. It's definitely not for everyone. It's a techno vibe because it's Robobot. It's a company robotizing the planet, making everything chrome and junk. So yeah, honestly, it's the perfect soundtrack. The people praise this game the most out of the 4 modern Kirby games, and I can see why. I mean, honestly, it's not my favorite, but still though, I can see why. And the music, man, everything, it matches the music. It matches the robot aesthetic. It matches when it's about the company. It matches that anthem, that capitalism aesthetic. They get everything right in the music in this game. Like the music in Robobot is absolutely immaculate. I would definitely recommend go listen to it. I think it's the only Kirby soundtrack on here that's actually on like Spotify. It has an official release, so yeah, get to listening to it, man. It goes pretty crazy. I mean, obviously, like I said, it's not for everyone. It's that techno stuff. I think there's a couple dubstep songs. They remixed Galactonite's theme song. That goes absolutely crazy. Honestly, the hardest version of Galactonite's theme song. But yeah, Robobot soundtrack. Go listen to it, man. At your own peril. What? Honestly, I don't got nothing to explain myself. Apparently, a lot of the songs in the soundtrack for this game are like not in the actual game. They're just like hidden in the CD or whatever, collectible. I have no idea. I never played Rainbow Curse. Third game. This is the third game I've never played. Is Rainbow Curse. But I did listen to the soundtrack, and I gotta say, I don't know what they didn't include in the soundtrack, but for whatever the case may be, it all hits that spot. You know what I'm saying? Like all of it is just it's as beautiful as the game itself. That's a good way of putting it, because that game is very beautiful. All of it looks great for 720p on the Wii U. That's my tier list right there. Kirby Master Tech is the only B tier. I was expecting a few more. In fact, I'm gonna put a few more. Yo, one song ain't making you no damn A tier. I was tripping earlier. One more. I think one more should. Yeah, I think one more should do it. I keep thinking I should put freaking Amazing Mirror in there, but there are a lot of songs in there that I genuinely like. So yeah, I think that's a good spot for it. Kirby Master Tech. Honestly, I feel like DDD Drum Dance and Kirby Master Tech's to his place. I feel like putting Master Tech in A tier now. I don't want 1B. No, I don't even care. It's 1B. I mean, whatever. But now I feel bad for DDD though. Man, my heart is just bleeding with generosity, man. I just. But at the same time, I just. It's too big, man. It make my chest explode. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't know what I'm talking about, bro. Anyway, before I feel like changing something else, I'm gonna get out of here. So, thank you for watching. If you watched all the way through, thank you for all the views. Definitely subscribe for more Kirby content. If you look at my banner on my page, you'll see Kirby's in there. Kirby specifically is in the banner as one of the topics for what I want to do on this channel. So, yeah, definitely subscribe for more Kirby content. Or, well, content in general. I don't know what I'm gonna do on here. I do, but, you guys will never know what I'm gonna do on here. So, subscribe and find out, you know what I'm saying? I'll see y'all later. Jana.